Hello everyone and welcome back to Mushoku Tensei Season 3 Episode 6. And last episode we had some celebration. We had a birthday party mixed with a wedding celebration mixed with whatever, which was very nice. And they had a like they all had a nice bonding experience. Rudy's mother was a little more lucid than, you know, like she seemed a little more lucid for a few moments, you know. So there's some progress being made, and I have been wondering if all of this is the calm before the storm. Constantly I have been wondering if around the corner some crazy shit is gonna happen and it's going to be very dangerous, but I don't know. So we're going to jump into this episode. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a ton. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos. You can get the next 10 episodes of Naruto on my Patreon account. You can get lots of other great stuff, so go check it out. Let's jump into this Mushoku Tensei Season 3, Episode 6.
笑顔のルーシーほど可愛いものがこの世に存在するのだろう。この世に天使がいるとしたら、まさにこのことだろう。お嬢様をあやすぐらい乳母の私がいるよ。
Her wet nurse, okay.
俺の至福の時間を取らないでください。
Suzanne.
まさかあんたが結婚して娘までこさえてるなんてね。
Get married multiple times.
解散したんですよね。サラはどうなりました？気
Mm.
になるのかい？
I do kind of remember Sarah.
あの子はまだ冒険者を続けてるよ。いえ、俺から話すことは特にはないので。
I'm picturing her in my head, so I'm pretty sure I know who they're talking about.
今日もルーシーは元気ですよ。ル
Aww.
ーシーはおばあちゃんが大好きでちもんね。
More lucidity? Aww.
ルーシーのお腹が減っていることに気づいたのだろうか。これも回復の兆候だとしたらいいことだ。
Right. Okay, so her motherly instincts are still kicking in. Okay, I thought there was something. I thought the mother's expression made her sad, but she just picked up that she was hungry.
だけだが、護衛は自分で用意しなければならないようだ。
That's what I was thinking. I was like, now you got two princesses? Okay. Alright, gotta protect a couple princesses. Don't let anything happen to Ariel, please. Nice to meet you, Grace. You seem hard around the edges, but cool. Amazon Ace party. Uh-oh.
どんな相手とも動きを合わせられるようになんなよ。今はいいけど、ずっと同じ相手とパーティー組めるわけじゃないんだから。
Oh, is that what's her name? Sarah?
あんただったの。知り合い？まあ。
That's kind of who I was imagining in my head. Yeah, okay. Good. I recognized her on side at least.
対して俺の気持ちはというと、よくわからなかった。それを確かめる前に関係が進展し、終わってしまった。
Yeah, that's when he had the
終わったこと。彼女と
had the issues.
もう二度と会うこともない。
Oh my god. Okay, not absolutely nothing. He just tanked a fireball. Oh! Oh my god! Incinerated. Aww. Oh, well that's nice. You're now giving her props. She's coming towards you. Oh hell yeah. No! Talk to her! It might be a little awkward for a bit, but she wants to talk to you about something. Aww. I like this girl, this mage girl. Well, you should have talked to her when she wanted to talk to you. Yes. Sophie, you're so right. Okay. Asking Sarah to go do it? Accompany her. Rudy, accompany her. Yeah. Ariel, you clever girl. Using your status as princess to fix relationships. Genius. This is your chance. And your wife is telling you to. You have to. And, oh yeah, she did the... He won't run away. That's clever. There you go. Face it head on. Now say, hey, did you want to talk about something before? I didn't even clock that it was an all-women party. Yeah. You don't have to worry about having an awkward situation with a party member like you did before. Aw, that's cute. Look, she's loosened up a lot. Don't be ashamed. Yeah. She brought it up happily. She was like, you sound like you're living a good life. Don't like pity her. She doesn't need it right now. Oh. Okay. It's a decent apology. They'll be fine with it. Yeah. Yep, we're with my two wives right now. Yeah. I see that. Yeah, he was going through something. Okay, so she's just been ashamed. That's good. I'm glad she apologized. Oh. Okay. That's pretty common. Well, that's nice. I think this is a good conversation for them to have. Yes. Unfortunately not. Aw, it's kind of sad. Sorry, Sarah. Makes sense. I kind of sensed that she didn't have a thing for him anymore, but still cared about him, you know. Awesome. Sounds great. Very healthy and mature. Oh my god. Man, this show will do stuff like that and then just hit some of the coolest animation. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, the weird little spindly arms. Branch arms. Oh, she's still great with the bow. And now they're working together really well. Now that they're on the same page. That's fun. Oh, they became good friends. No! She's my wife. Get off her. I like Alyssa. Thanks, Sarah. How nice. What's Sophie? Sophie's expression back there. I was trying to read it. What, you think I want to take on another wife? I wonder if Sylvie's wondering if he like falls for every woman. I don't know if like I'd love hearing that. If someone was like, "What I love about you is that you saved me that when I needed it." You don't know that yet. Okay, well if you promise. Ah. Right. So we're just setting up that we might be getting Eris in the in the group. In the polycule. Wow. Insane. Insane how loving Sylvie is. Yes. Understandable. Also, does Roxy get a say in this? She's part of this marriage now too. Oh, cutting back to Eris. Oh shit. They've got a je ne sais quoi to them. Hmm. She's resolved to stick to that answer. Ah. Eris versus Nina. Are we gonna see it today? Are we gonna see this right now? We might. It might just end in a second. Eris wins. Sorry, Nina, but Eris wins. She has the resolve, and you don't have enough desire. Oh my god. Jeez, just tearing the clothes like that. Oh, Nina hit her still though. I like that. Oh. Okay, Sword King Eris. Another domestic disaster? Okay, that was episode 6 of season 3 of Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, pretty good episode. I mean, again, we're still in, you know, relatively calm stuff going on. So maybe I've misplaced my nerves. I think I've constantly been thinking, oh, they're just setting up these moments because it's gonna all go wrong. And I think now I'm kind of at a comfortable position where I'm like, okay, I think things still could, like, there's still gonna be conflict in the story. Things still could go wrong, but I don't think that we're like particularly we're particularly like leaning hard into the happiness to make that contrast harsher, you know? Like a lot of the time stories will do that, where they're trying to make things extra happy so that when it swings back the other way, it's extra devastating. I now don't think this story is doing that because of sort of the, like, I feel like if that was going to happen, it would have happened now. So now I actually just think it's just telling the story at the pace it wants to tell the story, and we're gonna have some conflict, but I don't think now that it's gonna be like and then suddenly this horrible thing happens, you know? Kind of in the same way that when the mass teleportation event happened or whatever, it's like that was just kind of all of a sudden like, oh shit, things went wrong, you know? A turning point episode. Which, was there a turning point in season 2? I don't remember. Maybe? Mushoku Tensei season 2 turning point? Yes. I mean, I guess I could also check on Crunchyroll and just click on season 2 and scroll down. Yeah, episode 18 was turning point 3. Right. So like I was just wondering, you know, if we were gonna see, because, you know, in season 1 we had 2 turning points, right? We had turning point 1 on episode 8 and turning point 2 on episode 21. And then yeah, season 2 we only had 1 turning point. I was wondering if, like, in season 3, if we're gonna get any turning points, or because like those that tends to be really cool whenever you have turning point episodes, because like it kind of means different things in the series, you know, like sometimes that's like a more emotional thing, sometimes it's like a really dramatic event, you know, like there's a lot of things that could be a turning point. But I think like it's a really cool feature of this series is that like if you see the words turning point, it's like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm wondering like if something like that is gonna come up, but I don't now suspect as heavily that there's gonna be something horrible around the corner. I think there's, as I said, there's gonna be conflict. There's gonna be bad things happening. We're probably gonna, you know, at some point lose people, go through something really depressing or whatever. But to the veracity that I was imagining, I don't think there's gonna be something as horrible happening. But is the show? I mean, like, look, we've been setting up Eris coming back, which is cool. But also now we're like, you know, already making preparations for Eris to be able to be one of the wives when she comes back. And I understand it. I know what this series is doing. Like I understand it's setting up so that we can have our cake and eat it too. That we can have those or like all three of those characters be his wives, and we get to have all of them in a loving relationship with him or whatever. I see that it's doing that. And I see that it's setting it up, but now it feels like that's the goal of the series, and I'm just not like so interested in that in that situation, you know, like I'm not gonna be disappointed when Eris joins the wives. I think I will just be like neutral on it. I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like based on how things are happening, I thought that's what they were setting up. I don't think I'm necessarily emotionally attached to it, but we'll see when I watch it how I'll feel about it. But like absolutely, that's what they're setting up here. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I do like Eris a lot, so I'm excited to see her be in the show again. I just kind of don't need it to be revolved around her being a wife and around sex, which is funny because like I'm the person who in a lot of shows, whenever two people are on screen, no matter what their relationship is and they get close to each other, I go kiss, you know. I tend to actually, like, for a lot of series, I actually tend to talk about how I wish there was a little bit more of the romance, you know, like with My Hero Academia. I mean My Hero Academia was pretty much perfect for me. If I wanted a little bit more, I wanted a touch more romance, just a touch more, you know. And for a lot of shows out there, I feel like I personally, I know some people hate romance in their show, especially like, you know, oh, I'm watching a cool action show and then suddenly it slows down for this stupid romance no one cares about. But I'm the guy. I'm the one who cares about it. Because I think like if you can have romance and you can have it like blend with the story, and it can happen so that it's not, and I don't just want it to be like a setup for the ending, you know. I don't just want you to be setting up the romance so that at the end you can go, and then these two characters got together. I don't want that. I want it to be like a romance may naturally be progressing, and then maybe at some point in season 2 they get together, even though the show is going on for another three or four seasons after that, you know. Like I like it happening kind of in the middle of the story when it feels natural. I want it to sort of happen like the TV show Friends, where sometimes they just like get together with people in a random episode and then they stay with them for a whole season or many seasons, or, you know, whatever. Like I want that for more shows. So it's funny that like with, you know, with a lot of that stuff, I tend to want that a bit more in the shows. With this show, I actually kind of want them to focus more on the world now, and like the world building and the villains and stuff. Not necessarily the action, although the action is really cool, but they do give us some decent action. But the action that they're giving us is still like them fighting, like, you know, wolves out in the forest or whatever. But like they've set up cool villains like the Dragon God and stuff like that. You know, I just like, there's a part of me that wants that. But that's not what this show is right now. That's not what this series is going for. So I can't really expect it of this series. Yeah, anyway, I wonder, like, because Rudy said in this episode, when asked what girl is his type, he said, well, I like the girls who save me when I'm at my weakest. I wouldn't say that. I feel like if I was Roxy and Sylphie and I heard, like, yes, it's an acknowledgement that you did something amazing for him. That's great. But at the same time, like, that's kind of, to me, saying that, like, if someone else, like, did that same thing for me, I would feel the same for them as I do for you now. Which I feel like people don't tend to want to hear. Even if it's true, possibly. Because, and I mean, I know the argument could be made that, like, well, the only reason they did save him is because they're who they are, right? Which is maybe true, but I feel like when it's like, oh, what type are you looking for? Like, what really makes you love someone? I kind of don't want to hear that, like, someone loves me because of a situation I helped them with. I want to hear that someone loves me because of who I am, and, like, because of what I can continue to do for them, and, like, and, you know, like, that feels like it's important to me. And also, like, it makes me think, if I was Sylphie, that I would think, like, well, now if you're in a dark place in the future and some other girl is able to save you from that in one way or another, like, then you love her now. Do you still love us? I mean, at least now they have 2 wives, so Rudy can say, like, well, yeah, I'll just add her to the mix. But yeah, like, I think it's also it's difficult for me as a, like, I am not polygamous, and so, like, I'm a very monogamous person. I think it is difficult for me to imagine how you would feel in a polygamous relationship if you are, like, actually supportive of it. I'm supportive of other people being polygamous if they want to be. I think there's no problem with it if everyone involved is invested in it, you know. Now, if it's a monogamous relationship that one person wants to turn polygamous and the other person sort of feels pressured into doing it, that's a different thing. I feel like that's tougher, and I feel like that generally doesn't tend to work as well. But if you're in it, like, I feel like it genuinely, Sylphie and Roxy seem like I think they're written in such a way as to their characters like this situation. But I'm just saying, like, I understand my own ignorance in this situation. I think I am going to be struggling more to connect with it because I'm so monogamous, because I'm the sort of person who will, if I have a partner, be very loyal to my partner, and will expect very, like, a lot of loyalty in return. So I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult to understand for someone like me sometimes, but I think I am understanding, and I think I'm doing my best. But I'm saying that out loud right now so that you can understand. Don't take my word as law on all of this, because I'm just talking about my own feelings about the situation, and my own feelings might be seeped in bias, might be seeped in my monogamous bias. Yeah. Anyway, I liked the whole Sarah storyline. I thought that was, like, I thought it was cool bringing her back. It's good to see, like, I feel like they wanted to bring Sarah back, especially, like, not only to wrap up that storyline, but also to do a contrast between, like, the type of woman that, like, Rudy, just, like, likes, and the type of woman that Rudy will dedicate his life to. So there's a difference between Sarah and Roxy and Sylphie. Excuse me. So, like, Sarah, we see he maybe didn't have feelings for her, but he did, you know, care about her in one way or another, and still probably cares about her in one way or another. But like, it's the author going like, look, not every woman is gonna be his wife. But then later going like, but yes, Eris probably will be. So yeah. Anyway. Alright, that was a good episode. That was season 3, episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.